Channel NITT viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. Okay, I understand that many of the viewers here are interested in the MBTI. So in this episode, we are going to talk about the relationship in love and dating with the different MBTI types in a very generic sense. So I am going to give you 3 pointers. Actually, it's 1 pointer and 2 pieces of information that might be of interest to you. Of course, before this, we have a disclaimer, and the disclaimer is the information that I'm going to give you is predictive, not prescriptive. So what do I mean by predictive but not prescriptive? So, for example, I mentioned in one of my previous episodes, chi-square distribution, that a smoker tends to be a P-type in the MBTI. However, this does not mean that all smokers belong to the P-type. It also does not mean that the J-type do not smoke. However, it does mean that most of the smokers are overrepresented by the P-type. So if you pick 100 smokers, for example, there is a very high likelihood that there are more than 70 of these smokers that belong to the P-type. So with this understanding, let's go to pointer number 1. Pointer number 1 is a recommendation. If you are actively searching for a date or a potential partner, then one of my recommendations is, if you are a judger, look for a perceiver. If you are a perceiver, look for a judger. One thing to note is that the perceiver that I'm mentioning is not one who has P as the last alphabet of their MBTI type. A perceiver is one whose dominant function is either a sensing function or an intuitive function. And a judger is not a person with J as the last alphabet. It is a person whose dominant function is a judging function. That means their first dominant function is either a thinking function or a feeling function. So to help you to understand further, these are the perceivers, and these are the judges.
Guys.
Of course, the judger and judger match is possible. There might be a lot of conflicts though, especially when the values do not align. On the other hand, a perceiver and perceiver match is also possible. However, there might also be other problems, like maybe both are very slow to act. So definitely I recommend the judger and perceiver match. And the best match basically is your first alphabet replaced with the opposite. So what it means is that, let's say if you are an INTP, your best match is the ENTP. If you are an ENFP, your best match is the INFP. Just switch your first alphabet from E to I or from I to E. Why? Because with the E and the I switch, you have one pair of judger and perceiver. And this judger and perceiver pair is very likely to have very common characteristics, because they have the same dominant and auxiliary function, although in reverse order. What this also means is that the judger can help the perceiver to act faster and to see a different point of view, and that will be easy for the perceiver to accept. Also, the perceiver can also slow the judger down. So both of them are going to add value to each other, just like Channel NITT is adding value to you. Of course, any combination in MBTI is possible. It's just that some combinations require more effort and some combinations may not work. So I also have some compatibility videos in my channel. If you are new to this channel, do take a look at those. More will be coming up. So since we are talking about MBTI types from a very generic point of view, we are not zooming into one particular MBTI type, but looking at MBTI types using the perceiver and judging dichotomy. I have 2 additional notes for you in case you are interested in dating and you want some more predictive information that might help you. So let's start with the perceivers. in general, perceivers are more open. So what this means is that perceivers are more likely than judges to accept huge differences between two people, a potential partner. So a perceiver is likely to be one who is willing to accept a person who is of a different religion, different race, of a very huge age gap to be their potential partner. So if you are a person who is worried about whether another person may like you because you are so different, then one of the things you can do is try to see what MBTI type this person that you like belong to, and maybe this will give you a little indicator. Okay, I have another pointer for the judges. Now the judges use a thinking and feeling function. They tend to judge and make a decision very quickly. So in general, judges will commit to a relationship very quickly. So in my case, I'm an ENTJ and hence a judger. I can go on a date and decide within a day that I am going to invest my time and energy on this person. However, perceivers are very slow to commit. They need more information. They may even need to date a lot of other people before they know that you are the one. I even know of a perceiver who actually believes that person A is the right one, but she has to date person B, C, D to be very sure that person A is the right one.
Amazing!
I hope that this episode has given you some idea how to try to predict in a very broad sense whether somebody might be interested in you and the relationship between MBTI and love and dating. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do consider subscribing so that we can continue to add value to you. There will be a lot more MBTI episodes coming up. So now currently we'll be producing maybe 70% MBTI videos because based on our YouTube statistics, MBTI related content is one that is more watched. Nonetheless, because we are a psychology based channel based in Singapore, we will continue to produce Singapore related content and psychology related content. So do support us. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye!